We got another developing situation in the NFL. Has Aaron Rodgers' final destination just been decided? We explore. Presented by Anajar and Levine. Accident attorneys call 1-800-747-FREE. Take a look at this. Bleacher Report confirms it. The Raiders have informed Gardner Minshew he will be released. Meanwhile, yesterday, Maxx Crosby on his podcast said he hopes Rodgers comes to play with him in Vegas. And listen closely because Maxx Crosby just flat out says it.
No, I think he's going to have a big year this year, and I hope it's in our town.
Yeah, and as Crosby continues, I want you to look for the smirk. He knows.
All the negativity around Aaron Rodgers, he needs to retire, things like that. You know, he's getting cut by the Jets. I think he's going to come back and have a...
Look at the smirk. Look at... Yeah, and there it is. Rodgers as a Raider. Can you even imagine it? Meanwhile, do you remember this? Back in 2018, what Raiders decision maker Tom Brady said then about Aaron Rodgers. Brady, on how he thought Rodgers would do in New England system. Quote, he'd throw for 7,000 yards every year. He's so much more talented than me. And then Pat McAfee on Brady's role in Las Vegas.
Tom Brady being as hands-on as he is with the Raiders, that was an eye-opener for me. You know, I think the quarterback's going to be in a good spot.
Yeah, but hang on, because are the new betting odds indicating what's actually going to happen with Rodgers? As we continue, presented by Lindstrom Air Conditioning and Plumbing. 50 years in South Florida. I love those guys. The actual betting odds of Rodgers' future have shifted dramatically. The New York Post confirms it. The Giants have now emerged as the betting favorites to land Rodgers in what they call a stunner. Look at the Giants up to 31%. Look down at retires, 19%. This was yesterday. Now look at today, Giants. But look at retirement all the way down to 8%. There's significant movement. Look at the lines. Look at the Giants blue. This is happening. Yeah, and then Giants podcaster Nick Costas makes a confession.
I'm going to be really, really honest with everybody. I love him.
Yeah, and then Costas continues on exactly how much he'd love to see Rodgers with his Giants.
Let me tell you something. I'd push someone in front of a bus for Aaron Rodgers to be my quarterback.
And speaking of getting hit by a bus, Dan Graziano has a warning for the Giants front office and Brian Daboll.
He's the guy you hire if you want to lose your job. We saw this the last couple of years. The entire Jets building got fired.
Meanwhile, Giants fans are fantasizing already. Jay Quads has it all laid out. Go ahead and sign Rodgers and Devontae. Then trade up to number 1 overall. Get Cam Ward. And then get Matthew Golden with pick 34. Neil says Rodgers mentoring Cam Ward to throw to Malik and Devontae Adams. Sign him up for that. Yeah, but hang on, because the guys who know him best believe they know what he's going to do. As we continue, presented by Bud's Chicken and Seafood. Go to budschicken.com. Rodgers' confidant and part-time co-host Pat McAfee on what he believes Rodgers will do.
So I think he still has a bad taste in his mouth. I think he plays football again.
Yeah, and then Rodgers' close friend and former teammate AJ Hawk on what he believes is the case.
I have a hard time seeing him just turn it off and stop playing. Yeah.
And finally, McAfee one last time on what he believes teams will be telling Rodgers.
We know it didn't go right with the Jets, but we think we have the right situation for you. I see him playing ball again. I can't wait to watch it.
The question is on the board. Question, how realistic is Rodgers to the Raiders? Actually, it's actually pretty realistic. Brady's first option? Clearly not Aaron. They didn't go skiing, didn't meet in Montana. Aaron's got limited options at this point. It could be a marriage of convenience. The Raiders need a bridge quarterback for a little bit, and we know Brady believes in Rodgers. And I believe in Lindstrom Air Conditioning and Plumbing. 50 years in South Florida. They are the good people you can trust. Get them online at lindstromair.com. Because Lindstrom Air Conditioning and Plumbing, I love those guys. Hit like, subscribe, please, and comment. I reply to the comments. Every day above ground's a good day. Some are just more questionable than others. Say goodnight to the bad guy.